Has been put in motion aiming to fundamentally change how foreign companies operate in Kenya. The Local Content Bill of 2025 targets the investment, raw materials and production sectors, promising to increase Kenyan participation, strengthen local businesses as well as ensure corporate accountability. Faith Wangari tells us more about this.
The Local Content Bill 2025 before the National Assembly, sponsored by Jane Kagiri, Member of Parliament for Laikipia, is set to shake up Kenya's business landscape. The legislation targets foreign companies operating in the country's investment, raw materials and production sectors, seeking to fundamentally transform how these firms conduct business locally. Under the bill, executives who fail to comply could face stiff penalties up to 100 million shillings or 1 year imprisonment of the company's executives. The bill has successfully gone through the first reading, promising to ignite a crucial conversation about local participation, economic empowerment and corporate accountability.
There's a proposal to actually have, rather than us go through the usual legal process, we should have a local content compliance authority, which now where, of course, the local companies can go for mediation, they can go for dispute resolutions. We work better and we work in a more effective way.
The Kenya Railways, the Kenyan, all the other companies that we have, major government companies, they are also involved in this mess. They are the ones who draft the tenders and ensure that only foreigners can qualify.
At its core, the bill is giving local industries a 1 year time frame to meet the scale and standards required. 60% of goods and services must originate locally, 80% of employees, including management, must be Kenyan, and in agriculture, 100% of raw materials must come from Kenyan farmers.
Without a law like this, that is why we find immigration allowing for anything to take place in this country. But the minute the local content bill becomes an act, now they will be restricted on what business permits or work permits they can give, because they will have to explain to us, why are you giving this person? Is there no other Kenyan who is competent to do the work that particular person is doing? So this law is coming to protect Kenyans in a big and very valid way.
The bill raises critical questions. Will stricter requirements discourage foreign investment? Can local industry meet the scale and standard within 1 year time frame? And how will enforcement work in a complex globalized economy?
Kenya has been a victim of great exploitation by outside players. And it is to find the balance where you get to the sweet spot, where you are able to promote local talent, local content, local production, and these not at the expense of the foreign trading partners.
There are things we can do in 1 year, but to be honest, there are things we need longer period. You see, there are people like who brew alcohol and they need enzymes. We don't have that capacity in Kenya, and it may not take 1 year, it might take longer than that.
Faith Wangari, TV 47.